Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. Today's rapper is.
God, I might change it next week.
Uh
I'm still a little undecided. Maybe it's gonna be controversial to you, Voice, but I think I'm putting Ghostface.
Yeah, it's
But
fair.
as of now, I'm putting Ghostface. I think, and that obviously puts RZA at number one. I think
hmm
it's important to understand like how important his production was to the ensemble.
No, it's fair. It's fair. I
But
think
but
this is.
I might change my mind next week.
Yeah, we'll see.
But
Stay.
today I am Mr. Ghostface Killer.
Ghostface Killer, good. My favorite
Good
Wu
stuff.
Tang
Good
Clan
stuff.
member is probably Raekwon.
Okay, great story. Good job.
RZA and Jizza are both pretty good as well.
I mean, they're all pretty great.
Yeah. Well, it's Monster Train, but the twist this week is that we're playing the boring version of the game without the
Yeah,
cool
the
DLC.
beta, no mods, just a vanilla
Oh,
train.
you're right. No mods. I should turn on mods. Then I have to restart the game. We already started recording. I'll do it
Mhm.
tomorrow.
Okay.
I don't have the more boss info mod on because it got auto turned off by switching to the beta branch. So,
I see.
you
I
know.
see. Um, I was gonna say something though. I
hmm
think.
Was it
Oh
that
yeah,
you're streaming?
we're gonna no. Oh, that's a good point too. Yeah, I'll probably be streaming tomorrow. Maybe Horizon Zero Dawn again. I don't know. That game has been a little underwhelming for me so far.
I've been enjoying watching it though.
Okay.
Doesn't seem super fun to play.
Yeah, like the combat's kind of eh.
Yeah.
There's been some story beats that have been pretty funny. And like, it is good so far. But like the actual gameplay, it's somewhere in between like The Witcher and Assassin's Creed, as far as like it's because it's like The Witcher with a little bit more emphasis on stealth. But like I don't know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't know if the word that the designers expected you to use for their story is funny, but
it's been pretty funny so far.
it is unfortunate. All right,
Um,
you
we're doing
open?
random, right? Because we didn't
Yeah,
even ask people what they wanted last week because we did the beta.
yeah, we were in the beta. We just played Wormkin. You had no choice.
Mhm.
Run a random here, yeah. And look at this. This video is actually chronologically correct. Unbelievable.
All right.
I've done it for the. It's taken 30 weeks, but I've done it. Let's do it.
There was someone I think last week, maybe it was in the co-op episode, maybe it was one afterwards, but someone was like, "Oh my god, the chronological order is terrible," and I was like, "Dude, like, wait till you see Final Fantasy. We're talking about things in like January. The episodes aren't even out yet,
Oh yeah, I
and it's
mean
gonna be
when
it's
did
like,
we
oh man,
when did we
we
start
started we
recording?
started in October. I'm pretty sure
I don't think
recording.
we started that in
I
October.
I feel like we're gonna be talking about Halloween and stuff.
There's no way that we've been recording that game since October. We're like a quarter of the way through it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we started that in like mid-December.
No, there's no way mid-December. It's got to be at least November, dude.
Oh, after this recording, I'm gonna bring up the recordings folder because my recordings are all by time and date, and I'm gonna find the first recording date,
Okay.
and we'll find out.
That's gonna be a freaking shell shock for some people. We're talking about Christmas. I still think we're talking about Halloween. I'm pretty sure, but
Maybe we'll see. It is maybe I'm out of my mind, but we're like 5 hours into that game. It feels like too. Okay.
and how do you feel about this start?
It's okay. Melting Hellhorned is a classic.
I don't think for some reason I don't think I've ever tried some sort of engulfed in smoke stealth build versus Seraph the Chaste.
Mhm.
Has this ever worked for you?
Yeah, it works. It's the same as playing
Okay.
Frostbite or like regen. You just time it out right.
Okay.
It works. I think that we're gonna look for Burnout Rector because we have a Wick Clash
Oh,
start.
yeah.
Harvest is also fine. Just out of principle of how many people have told me, oh, well, you complain that the game is too similar and yet you never take Dark Calling. I'm just never taking Dark Calling again despite those people.
Okay. Well, I don't take Dark Calling because it's too hard. It's like trying to use like Formless Child, right? It's just too hard to get it to line up correctly.
Yeah, it also just sucks.
I've had it be, and we're the clan that it works well with. We're imps. We're Hellhorn. So like the idea that I've always had work for me was like using Dark Calling with like welder helpers and just bringing them back over and over again.
Yeah. I mean, it's fine, but you can get the same effect by playing Endless, so I
Mhm.
never think that
Yeah,
it's that good. I mean, it's just,
I agree, but I do want to say that it's a thing.
yeah, it is a thing.
I feel like people when we say things are bad, they'll be like, oh well, I win with this sometimes, and it's like, yeah, but like, you know, big emphasis on sometimes, right? Like it's like
Hmm.
a strategy like is bad if it has like only a sometimes win rate, right? Like I don't, what would you consider like if you were to actually say like this wins X% of the time, what do you think is good? Like
Like
wins 50% of the time, 70% of the
70%.
time,
Yeah,
70.
probably 70.
So like, what do you think is bad? Like 50,
Sub 50. I mean,
sub 50?
I think that if you can get past Daedalus on a majority of your runs, then it's good. And if you
Okay,
can't, then it's bad.
that's fair.
And, you
I
know,
just think it's kind of important to like quantify what is good and bad because people might say like, oh, if you get to this point in the game with this build, it's crazy, but like, you know, you have to get that far, right?
it's mostly, the thing is, from my perspective, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to win a lot of runs in a row. You can win with anything. You can win this game with any card combo if the enemies line up right, if you get the right event, whatever, but it's not going to be a common win, and that's typically what I think is bad, is something that doesn't win a lot. But also, I'm not an
Infinite.
expert.
What?
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 Huh? Weird.
Okay.
Yeah, let's play the game, shall we?
Okay, yeah, let's go.
We have Rage Talos, we have Failure Arcus, we have Chase Seraph, we have Wicklash, we have Vent, we have Engulfed in Smoke. Cranberry, would you like to tell the people to like the video as well?
Oh yeah, sure, you should do that. Like it.
Mm-hmm.
Subscribe to the channel.
Good job. Let's
okay.
begin. I like more
Money,
fun.
money, money, capitalism, money, please.
Alright. I mean, Fate's First Blade is also fine, but it doesn't make money.
Yeah.
Alright, I think we're playing Burnout here.
But
Uh-huh.
there is Dark Calling.
Uh-huh.
If we bring back the units and they die, more money.
I actually, in Dusk's mod, I think that Dark Calling is actually really fun to play with.
Yeah, because it brings them back at the beginning of turn, not end of turn, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so you don't miss out on the first resolve because of Dazed. I clicked on this trial without consulting you, but we're Burnout Rector.
Yeah, it's easy.
If this trial goes wrong, then I'm just angry. It's like we have to not draw Wicklash in the top of the deck, which is hopefully not going to happen to us here today. Okay.
We did it.
Yeah, don't have to be angry today. It's a good feeling. We got the Collector too. The music has been feeling a little loud to me. I think I cranked it because I really like the Divinity music. Do you think that this sounds loud on music side?
It's hard for me to say because I don't know if like the Discord stream of it is louder than it is on your end.
Mm-hmm.
I would say maybe it's a little bit louder than usual, but not like too loud. So I really, it's tough for me to say. Also,
Okay.
I was gonna say put the drag in front so he dies. For the
Oh,
money.
you're right. We missed 5.
Unbelievable throw.
Yeah. I mean, realistically, I should have let the whole 4 die because we could have killed him over the next 2 4s. We could have made like 15 more gold.
Dang.
Yeah. I like Molded here.
Molded's pretty good. I think there's an argument for encasement too. We just do like a endless molten encasement stealth build.
Yeah,
But I don't know how good that is, and Molded seems just more reliable in general.
It's like
of a card.
it's hard because you have to get enough burnout to win with that. I think that Molded, and then we look for Lady of the Reformed is the line here.
Yeah, seems good to me.
All right. I like.
It's a weird one.
Yeah, it is. I
Because
don't think I
Ritual
like
doesn't seem
these.
that great.
Yeah.
Imp also seems pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, one hidden passage isn't the worst, so I'm kind of inclined just to pick one up, but I don't know what we'll do with it, really.
Yeah. I think the best thing to do on this run is try to pick up Draft and then spam Reforms on Draft is the best line we can follow here.
Yeah, I don't hate that.
It's a hard build to make work because you need Draft and Reform, and we didn't start with either of those.
If that's our game plan, though, I think I kind of like taking the hidden passage so we can like overstack the floor.
Usually you don't need it though to overstack the floor.
Normally don't, but like it doesn't. It's not the worst case. I don't know.
I feel like it's a dead card for the most part. All right, we're back. We're live once again. My Streamlabs crashed mid-sentence, so you know, a little bit of a cut there. Mid-sentence, unfortunately. Should probably edit something in. I know I won't, but I should probably edit in like, you know, something to make that less jarring. I definitely won't though.
Cool.
So, what were we saying?
Oh god.
Oh, I think we were. I think what I was about to say is I don't like Hidden Passage to overstack the floor because if you're reforming units a lot and the floor is overstacked, you can't place them on the floor.
Oh, that's true. That is very fair.
Like if we have 4 drafts on the floor and then Lady of the Reform dies, we can't mold her back on.
Mm-hmm. Okay, then let's take the money.
Yeah, I think it's good to just go with 250. We can probably remove Train Stewards or something here. There's no melting banners. That's kind of gross.
That is not the best news.
Yeah. I think we go right anyway.
Yeah, like we could get something pretty good. Like if we get a imp, which
Imp?
we can't get from the banner, I don't think.
No.
We can't get Welder Helper there, so that's not great. I don't know.
I think we look for Alpha Fiend, because if we take Alpha Fiend, he should win Talos for us. This is a bug in the game. Huh. I thought this might be an issue with the more boss info mod, but it's just a bug in the game where the Talos symbol is Plating Seal Daedalus. That's Plating Seal Daedalus 100%. Very strange. It's Rage Talos we're fighting. Okay. Steel Shop has multi-strike, plus 25, and Rage 7. You want to build your own draft? Cranberry? I cannot hear you if you are speaking. Oh no, this episode is cursed. Oh, I've been disconnected. Oh, it's me. This is the secret. The secret part of the recording where it's just me because I've been disconnected, dude. It's doomed. What the hell? Am I still on the internet? I'm on the internet. I'm gonna pause the recording here and I will pick it back up when we're reconnected. Alright, we have worked out the issues. We're back once again. The episode is doomed,
Cursed.
but we'll persevere. This is worse than an average Final Fantasy 13 recording. You can.
I don't know. Not the first couple of ones.
Yeah, the first couple of ones they're definitely bringing down the average quite a bit.
Yeah.
So in this shop we have Rage 7 plus 25 and Multi-Strike 1. To which I said, would you like to build your own draft on this run, perhaps? And
that's when you realized that we lost the call.
Yeah,
okay.
That is when I went, oh, he didn't scream in horror.
Yeah. I'll be honest, when I looked at Multi-Strike, I was going to make the joke already, so
it's
actually we're on the same page.
It might not be terrible.
Let's see what our unit is first before we make this decision.
Let's see.
There's Dad.
Yeah. Can take Alpha Fiend.
I kind of like it. We just give him Multi-Strike. We I don't know. We just put a holdover on Wicklash, and we don't even need a Lady of the Reform. We just heal him with Wicklash. No, we don't heal him, but we just we could go Engulf of Smoke. We could go the two of them.
Oh yeah.
Engulf held over. We don't even need Lady of the Reform.
We have the vent. Yeah, you know what? All right. I guess we won't play build your own draft.
Yeah, that sounds like it might work, but that sounds miserable. I'd rather just have a draft.
Yeah, but I think if we do this, then we don't even bother with it. We bring the deck down on cards a lot. We let Rector plus the Alpha Fiend kill one heavy. We'll probably just tank the other heavy, and it's fine. Vent kills backline, and that's the game plan.
Yeah, I like it.
We get enough multi-strikes, we stop tanking at a certain point as well. I think that we don't give him anything else because we have the stealth. We can just go multi-strike to high roll plan.
Yes, I agree.
Okay. And we have another steel shop right here. I'm okay to just go on here.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Here's hoping that the episode is not doomed from here on.
Your timing was terrible because I think the Discord stream went down right when you said it.
Oh, there's no way.
I'm not kidding you. Oh, no, it's good. It's good.
It's good. Okay. Oh.
We're good.
Add this to the Final Fantasy 13 to disconnect compilation.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that we're fine to take the trial here.
Yeah, we might like let a crossbowman get by, but that's not a big deal.
Yeah, the most damage that we're risking here is 10, I think.
Yeah, no big deal.
Yeah. Probably fine. I've been cutting it real close on these 4-2 trials lately, is my main concern. I don't think we care about Engulfed in Smoke a whole lot here. I'm happy to play bottom floor.
Oh yeah, not a problem at all.
Bottom floor sound good to you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we actually... Yeah, they just die.
Oh wow, they're just getting the kills.
Yeah, because of Alpha Fiend multi-striking. I will just enter. Again, it's just draw Wicklash in time now, because we already drew our Molded as well. So we just have to draw Wicklash next turn. Yeah, that works.
Nice, good.
That guy up there. We don't want to put 2 up there in case we have to reform Rector up there to kill the boss or something.
That is a good idea.
It's a mistake that I only ever had to make once.
I made it like 800 times, I'm pretty sure, but like, you know.
I also made it more than once, to be fair.
Hold on, can we kill Rector in order to farm money?
No.
No?
I don't.
No, yeah. Okay, let's let it go.
Yeah, we could have maybe like quadruple torched the top 4 train stewards somehow to gain money.
With our 3 energy, but yeah, you know. Weird.
Yeah, I think Molten Encasement makes sense. We can do a space run here, I guess.
Yeah, we can do space up 1.
This will probably be draw space. We're not super hurting on energy. We take this down to 1 cost. Most of our cards don't matter anyway.
And if we get it gives us 2 options for infinite stealth. We can go holdover on the thing, or we can go burnout endless on encasement if we want to as well.
Ideally, we get both because it's Chase Seraph.
Oh yeah. Well, you know,
Yeah.
that would be great.
That's the game plan. We're early on enough that we should be able to get it.
We just need to hit one of the 2 basically.
I'm going to pass this one.
You don't want a 3rd vent?
I think I'm okay.
Okay.
All right.
Fortify is kind of worth considering, but not like by a huge amount.
Probably not.
Yo, Wickless Tycoon, think of all the money we can make.
Yeah, Wickless Tycoon is fine here.
I actually kind of don't like it that much.
No? All right.
I feel like it's kind of just overkill. Like, we're already getting enough money from the Memorial Fund.
I think that it's good to grab him here because he can just sit on the top 4. Most of the time, these 2 will kill a heavy, and then he sits on the top 4. He chunks another heavy, or he catches a backline that's going to go by. Or he just
I feel like in this situation you want what's his name, the big wax man, Rector. You want him bottom floor, weakening the heavies, and then you put like Wickless as the tank, and then Alpha Fiend in the middle or top, and then Tycoon tanks while Alpha Fiend farms, and then Wickless makes all the money. But I don't know, doesn't matter too much either way.
Hang on, run me through that again. Rector alone,
So
bottom
like
4.
Rector like bottom or middle, and then Wickless and Alpha Fiend above them.
Okay.
Like Rector chunks down a heavy, they walk up, and then Wickless Tycoon just tanks for Alpha Fiend as Alpha Fiend kills everything. Because you gotta kill them on the floor that Tycoon's on to make the money.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking we just put Tycoon alone on a floor, and then he catches like a backliner that's gonna walk by. Because we don't have a good plan for backline right now.
That is, but like, so like, if we do that, we're probably gonna end up wanting to remove him by the end of the game, right?
Yeah, that's
Because that doesn't do anything then for us at the end of the game, and it just ruins. It doesn't ruin our draw priority stuff, but it's just like he's not useful. Do you think he's going to make us enough money to justify including him, or will we net lose money?
He should generate roughly 25 gold per combat baseline because we just throw dregs at him.
Oh, you know what? I forgot about that. Yeah, okay, you know that's fair. Now I forgot that we have the drugs.
I think you're onto something though with Rector being on his own, because what we're probably gonna want to do is just move Rector up through 3 floors. Although the stealth, it's a conflicting strategy.
What I'll say is that maybe later game we won't do it, but early game I think we can get away with putting Alpha Fiend and Tycoon on the same floor, so that way we're getting more of the kills on that floor.
Right. I think the best card we can see in this run is Wickless Recruitment.
That'd be pretty cool.
I'm gonna take the Tycoon. You down
Okay.
to take?
Yep. I'm down for it. I'm down for
Alright,
it.
okay,
Yeah.
let's do it. It's an interesting choice. We should go steel shop here for sure.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, we could get Gerg's goad at the artifact.
Yeah, we could roll the one in like what is it, 30?
Yeah.
I guess it's you get to see 2, so it's like a 1 in 15. I mean, it's possible, but I think it's better to come here.
Do you want to give the 25 HP to the Tycoon?
I'm not sure. I think I want to give him the rage.
You want to give the Fury Stone to the Tycoon?
Yeah, I think it's fine. We just want him doing enough damage to help kill the second heavy, or like lower it enough that it takes another, like it takes 1 less hit to the pyre.
How about we do the +7 rage and the 25 health then?
Yeah, that could be fine. I mean, we're not gonna give him anything else, right?
No, I don't think so.
We're not giving him burnout 1. We're not giving him +10. I mean, +10 and rage 7 are very similar. I guess +10 is a little better.
Yeah. I would say yes. That is a little bit better.
Well, let's take a look then. Let's just look at how we're most likely going to go through this act, or rather through this run. Too much Slay the Spire. We're probably going to this path here. Between these two, I think it is a little better to go for removals. I think we want to remove down a bunch, but the magic shop is also high value.
The Forgotten Boons is not as valuable because we should be having enough money basically to buy whatever we want. So that's not great.
Yeah, but I think that we are desperate for that holdover.
Yeah.
But we have to also balance, because what I'm looking for is there anywhere where a steel shop lines up with a removal, basically. So I think that we're probably going to go magic shop here, right path removal duplicate here, steel shop removal here, and then magic shop here, and then Seraph. We can see what we're looking at.
It sounds good to me so far. Nothing obviously bad about that.
Yeah, we're gonna go. Basically, we'll go through 3 steel shops, 2 magic shops, and then we can flex to one or the other at the end.
Mm-hmm.
So with that in mind, I think we'll see a +10, and we can hold off on the Fury Stone.
Okay.
So
I still like the heart stone on the Tycoon.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
Give him a little bit more bulk.
And then we should roll this. Look for endless or
yeah.
multi-strike.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
So now
Slap
we're
that
just
on the encasement. Yep.
looking for that burnout 1 for the boy.
Even if we don't get burnout 1, we can just set up bottom floor as long as we don't get the size downgrade.
It'll conflict with the holdover engulfed in smoke idea is the problem.
Yeah.
Hey, this banner looks familiar.
You want a second Alpha Fiend?
I think that we're okay.
Yeah, I agree.
Demon Fiend though, did you consider Rector, but he's 4 energy and 3 space?
I have not considered it. Is this finally Wax and Spike's time to shine?
No.
No, okay.
I mean, I think the only one that's even pickable here is Awoken's, and I don't know if it's that good. It's probably fine.
Yeah, it's probably okay. Worst case scenario, we just like play it for 0, get it out of the deck, but like we can like lower the cost of some cards, which can be pretty cool.
Yeah, typically.
If you draw an X cost card with the Spike, does it now like get the upgrade to it where it's like it casts for -2 or whatever? Like
I think it should, yeah.
I would imagine it does, but also maybe that only works with actual like cost upgrades on the cards and not like this temporary effect from the Rail Spike.
The incant totems on Arcus, I've been told, work that way, so I don't see why Awoken's Rail Spike wouldn't.
I agree.
I'm down to click it.
Yeah, it should be okay.
Usually it's just
Maybe
draw
if we never find the +10 for Vent, maybe our game plan is to hit it with the Awoken Rail Spike, so that way it does more damage for 0.
That sounds really good.
I mean, it sounds really good if we never find a +10 at a magic shop, which seems unlikely.
I think we have to play bottom floor here.
I can see the top floor is gonna take a. Is it the armor slay one?
Yeah, it is.
Ah, fuck.
I mean, we lost space mid floor, and I don't think that we want to be playing our Tycoon on his own below these guys.
Yeah.
We can reform Rector if he dies.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
He probably will die, and we'll just have to reform him. You know what? I think you might be. I think that this is actually. I think that's wrong. I think that this is a situation where we put Alpha Fiend and Tycoon up here.
Okay, so you want to put Rector mid floor,
Yeah.
block a shot with Dragon Alpha Fiend, and
Mhm.
then Whiplash him. Whiplash click back.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Okay. That sounds like a better game plan. I mean, he gets the Slay, but like the Slay is not that big of a deal, especially considering how much Alpha Fiend should ramp up this combat.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
I also think it's fine.
I'll give it a
And
shot.
yeah, playing down here also preserves HP, or playing middle preserves HP on Rector as well.
Mhm.
So I like it.
Whiplash him.
Now, do you want to play? Do you want to play the? Oh, we don't have any energy. Never mind. I was like,
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought we had enough energy to play the Steward somewhere.
We could have if we skipped the Whiplash, but that's risky.
Yeah.
Although it might have been fine because we might end up having to reform Rector regardless. This is a really high damage fight. It's a scary one. The other thing that's like we have endless molten encasement.
Yeah, I think Molten Encasement goes in front of Rector, and I think Wickless goes up top.
Yeah, the interesting
I think we're good.
the interesting problem here is that Wickless Tycoon is going to start stealing hits from Alpha Fiend. I think that that's fine though.
If you want to be crazy, you can put Wickless Tycoon behind Alpha Fiend.
Yeah, I guess you could.
That doesn't sound great for the Relentless though. That sounds like if something goes wrong, we lose the entire run.
Yeah, I think that a lot of things go wrong if we do that. It's okay. Alpha Fiend scales in Relentless. That's the whole point.
Mm-hmm.
So now we don't want to be. We don't really want to be
Venting?
doing. Yeah, we don't want to be venting. Exactly. Or torching. We can torch Talos.
Yeah. Start peeling off that armor she got.
Yeah, yeah. We don't want to be stealing attacks from Alpha Fiend. It's pretty important.
And money from Wickless Tycoon.
Yeah. I'm not even gonna bother with the stealth here.
Really?
The Engulfing Smoke stealth.
Oh, I thought you meant Molten Encasement. I was like, really? Like, dang.
No, I'm gonna play Whiplash on Rector here because Rector is a big force if he goes in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well,
I agree.
we're in a pretty strong position here. Get 5 extra gold too. Because she's gonna come up top floor and we're gonna get some scaling as well. She has to come up top floor. I've spent a very large amount of time.
I would say here you actually do want to torch them then to save HP on you know who.
What's our draw looking like? We're gonna
I
play
would
Molten
say
Encasement, right?
Molten Encasement. Do you want to go for Rail Spike instead?
Yeah, I was thinking about the Rail Spike.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world if we don't get any torches, so I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I think it's probably best to do like Torch Rail Spike here. Maybe. I'm a little worried about Tycoon. Like the health of this floor is looking a little scary. But I think it's good to torch here.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, nice work.
This is really the run. Like this is a good run to remember why I'm like, oh man, Alpha Fiend. If only you were just one space smaller. Think of how nuts he would be if he was one space
Oh
smaller.
my god.
He's
A
so
little
good.
too strong.
Yeah,
Honestly.
probably too strong. He's like, I feel like his numbers are just one away from being good, though. Yeah, we do this. Is that right? Yeah. Oh, I'm out of space.
Yeah.
Tragic. Alright, I wasted the reform. 1 energy down the drain. Imagine. We're making a pretty good amount of money. I wish that there was relic stats for this game, too.
Oh, so you could like see like how much money you made specifically with Memorial Fund and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's a good mod idea.
It is. I agree. This is an interesting one. I think that playing Molten Encasement is wrong here because we need the 1 extra draw to try and hit one of these Whiplashes. Because he has 4 stealth.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I don't think we're at much risk here. I'm pretty sure Alpha Fiend kills her regardless. But I think skipping Molten Encasement is good.
Yeah, yeah.
On the downside, it does cost us 5 gold. So maybe it's
That's no
wrong.
big deal.
I'm gonna vent these guys.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna end turn. If we hit Whiplash, Rector just pumps damage like crazy. He does a lot. Yeah, look at that.
Wow.
He does 160, but he also kills the Protector. I'm gonna stealth these guys, I think.
Also smart. Also smart.
Just think it's 1 extra round of damage. It's not close. He's doing 70, scaling upwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not even killing me. Alright. Wickless Recruitment, I think, is a really good hit.
Oh, yeah.
Here. I would be pretty happy with that. Remnant Pact is interesting. Putting Endless on Rector works.
It does work. Yeah, no, it's a good plan. Dark Deal is also not bad.
Yeah.
It's not free because it's doing damage, obviously, but like 7 rage on what will hopefully be a triple striking Alpha Fiend is pretty good.
Yeah.
But like that's kind of a bit excessive, I would say here.
Formless Child on Alpha Fiend.
That seems worthless. Like not literally worthless, but like like to go through all the shenanigans of having our Alpha Fiend being dead to bring him back with Formless Child, just have the Alpha Fiend be alive. He'll get that plus 40. Like on his own, he's attacking.
What are you talking
he
about?
He gets damage from attacking. He doesn't.
That's ridiculous. He doesn't get damage from attacking. That would be ridiculous. That's so strong. I like Remnant Pact here. I don't really like Dark Deal because it's Chase Seraph as well. I think we're fine up until then.
True. But yeah, what if Chase Seraph purges the Endless?
Yeah,
no, it's sort of like a really roundabout way of getting Wickless Recruitment, but it works, I suppose.
Yeah, it's fine.
And I guess if we find Wickless Recruitment, we then use the Remnant Pact on the Tycoon. So
Or
that way he just never dies.
Or we could use it on a Dreg to make more money.
Oh, now
we could if we do find Wickless Recruitment, I think what we do instead is we perma-freeze the molded and we put the Endless on the Alpha Fiend and then we just elevator those two up all 3 floors.
Okay.
But, dude, Demon Fiend, get away from me.
You're like, dude, no one likes you.
It's kind of creepy. I actually like if there were this is the time to take Demon Fiend right here, but I don't think we want him. We're stable.
What do you mean this is the time to take Demon Fiend?
Like if you're ever gonna pick Demon Fiend, it's after the Talos.
Oh yeah,
fight.
I guess after so you take the energy upgrade, but like no.
Yeah, not here. What Paraffin Enforcer?
It's his time to shine, dude.
You know what
all we need to do is put Wicklash on Alpha Fiend and he's ready to go.
Damn, that sounds really good. Paraffin Enforcer.
Going into fucking Seraph the Chase, dude.
If we get Branded Warrior and Paraffin Enforcer, we get them on the same floor. Think about it. As I look at him, his art, something about the like weird wax tentacles coming out of his coat really bugs me.
It's just dripping, dude.
So look at how
he's got the drip.
Wait, his hand is so big.
Yeah.
That's like bigger than his head.
Yes.
Oh my god. Paraffin Enforcer,
I've also just realized that Paraffin Enforcer and Paraffin Thug are supposed to be like the copies of each other, like the mirror images. They look so much different.
They do. You're right, they do. Usually they're very similar looking units, like Horned Warrior.
Usually it's like a palette swap, right? But like that's like an entire like change of clothing.
Yeah. It's also very wide, and Paraffin Thug is pretty lithe. So we're gonna take space, but are we gonna take space here, or are we gonna take space at Arcus? Do you think that we need to take space to survive the next 3 combats?
Not really.
Yeah.
But, I don't think card draw does much for us either, though.
Card draw lets us burn through the deck faster. It's always good.
Okay, but let me give a counterpoint. If we take space now, we can throw dregs on the floor with Alpha Fiend and Tycoon.
Yeah, that's fair.
Making more money.
I think you're right. I think it is better to take space here.
Okay.
You are correct. That entire combat that we just fought was me going, man, I wish that Alpha Fiend was 1 space smaller. It'd be pretty silly to not take Seraph's Light here. Magic Shop, you think?
Did we talk about maybe going the Hell Vent and removal?
I think it was Magic Shop here, Hell Vent removal here, and then Magic Shop here. Or maybe, no, Steel Shop there, and then Magic Shop here, and then we assess at this point.
Okay.
That
sounds fine then, yeah. Like, yeah. We need cards to duplicate, so the Hell Vent here isn't very good.
Yeah.
Like I would rather get buff cards and then go to Hell Vent.
Yeah, I think we want to set up. This steel shop might be worth taking as well. We'll look at it when we get there.
Okay.
Okay, magic shop. Holdover -1 engulfed in smoke sounds pretty good.
It does sound pretty good.
And then a +10 on vent sounds pretty good.
You know what? You're taking the words right out of my mouth.
What about torch one?
No. Do you want to? I mean, I don't think we even want to reroll here, right? Because there's not much we get. Maybe we just purge.
The only thing we could get is permafrost, but I don't think we need it.
Yeah, I don't really want that. I think we actually just maybe like remove a train steward or something.
Let's not go to Super Ultra. Let's look at the map again. Do you want to go to the steel shop or do you want to go to the removals? I think it's good to go to the steel shop because there's money.
And also maybe like a multi-strike for Alpha Fiend is there.
Yeah, that's multi-strike.
That's like the only thing we really need from the shop, right? The second multi-strike.
Burnout 1 also is good.
Oh, okay. Yeah, now I actually really want to go then.
Yeah, because we have the holdover engulf and smoke. We want to find that Burnout 1 as well.
Okay.
I think it's good to save our money, go to the steel shop, pay the removals here. If we don't have what we want, we can go to the steel shop, and if we do, we can just go to the magic shop maybe.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah, we'll think about it a little more. When
the magic shops are worth a lot less now because we got all the things we wanted, huh?
Yeah, more or less. Did we get everything we wanted? I feel like there was something else, but I guess that really was it. Like a second holdover.
You wanted permafrost on some nonsense.
Yeah, permafreezing molded isn't bad for having Rector in case he dies, but we have the Endless Tome, so it's not that good. So it really is just like holdover event, but who cares? I think we move on from here.
Yeah, let's go.
We can think about what we want to do in the next ring when we get there. Heaven's Seal is probably not worth it.
For a random artifact? Yeah, because that's going to let a lot of heavies leak by in the early part of the game while Alpha Fiend is still ramping up.
It should let the third heavy leak by. The wave 3 heavy would go by us, because Rector plus Alpha Fiend will kill everything else.
Okay. It's just an artifact too, so that's not super worthwhile.
What if it's Gurg's Goat, though?
Oh, take it.
I think it's okay to take it. We have 90 pyre health, and we're not really risking a whole lot here.
Okay, let's go for it then.
We're likely to take some damage from this, but I think that it's fine. Now, I think that we want Rector and Alpha Fiend on a floor together, and I think we want them on top floor together.
Yeah, he's a space for the molten encasement, so I agree.
Now,
yeah.
The really interesting thing here is we might want to put Alpha Fiend in front. Because if we put Alpha Fiend in front, he might be able to kill the Clip Defender, and then Rector will smack the Heavy and potentially kill it. I don't think it's right. I think we just accept the damage we're going to take for taking this trial.
Yeah, I think so too. I don't know. That seems kind of spooky.
I agree. I'm gonna vent instead of playing Rail Spike here. Also, I guess we can.
Well,
play
the vent has the +10, so we can do both.
Oh wow.
Oh, look at that value.
It's actually pretty good. We can just throw him here.
Yeah, he catches the collector.
Last stop.
Oh, we got rid of the vent. Shit. Or not rid of the vent. We got rid of the haste.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, it's not big.
No, it's not fine.
Well, you can torch the haste again.
Oh, you're right. But we're setting ourselves up for a disaster here.
It's fine. Don't worry about it, dude.
Yeah.
Everything's okay.
We put the drag. It doesn't matter. His damage doesn't make a difference here.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh no! That would have been terrible.
That would not have been good, yeah.
Listen, if we just keep killing the hastes, nothing bad will happen.
Yeah, if there's never a haste enemy, there's nothing to concern yourself about. I want to play this at 2. I want to throw the train steward away so that we get more money, I think.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Put him down here, I guess.
Just make sure you keep venting that bottom floor.
Yeah, I mean this is the next turn's the bad one. Also, Alpha Fiend hasn't gotten to take a strike yet, but he'll get 2 on this turn.
He's doing great. Don't worry.
This is the scary turn. We're gonna endless. We're gonna torch this. Throw train steward away probably. I mean, I guess we can just ping. I mean, we have one more to survive now. That's
Make sure
all.
you throw that train steward. Or it's not dying this turn, but put him down at mid, I guess, to eventually die.
He'll die in 2 turns. Yeah. I think we're fine.
Everything's great. Don't worry.
I think with all this stealth, we'll be fine. We also draw a torch to torch the haste enemy, so we're fine. We play smoke first. Do it like that. Oh no.
What's up?
There's no room to play both strikes down here.
I get you to play in mid.
Yeah, we lose 5 gold. I want to play it like
mean-
this so that we get more damage on the clip defender. Sometimes we kill it. I don't know. It probably doesn't matter. We have the torch for this.
We take a little bit of damage. Not the end of the world.
It's the end of the world.
Listen, we're gonna get Gurg's goat. Everything's gonna be great. Don't worry about it.
It's worth.
Oh, you know what you could have done there? And it was a really bad play, I'm pretty sure. You could have torched our own train steward to put down a drag. That way we'd make more money.
And then we die.
I guess you can put the dragon in mid-floor.
The interesting thing I'm noticing here is we don't actually need the burnout one on Molten Encasement because we can just play Engulfed in Smoke first.
Hold on, what? I zoned out.
So if we play Engulfed in Smoke first, then the Molten Encasement just doesn't get the stealth and dies.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I never really thought of
It doesn't matter that much, though, because unless we need to draw burnout next turn, because if we don't,
we
Rector burns
can
out.
we can endless him, but
Yeah, but he loses the stealth then.
yeah, but like Alpha Fiend has the stealth, right?
Which, yeah. Oh, that's fair.
And I think that Alpha Fiend will kill this guy. He's gonna have like 6 or 7 stealth. I think we're
Yeah.
fine to just not.
So do you
even
want to
bother.
stack up total stealth on Fiend then and not worry about the burnout?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Okay. Sounds good.
Our draw is 3 cards per turn right now, also.
You know how it goes.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the cards that we are playing are good. And we took 24 for that. It is
But
fine.
it's gonna be a good relic. Don't worry.
I mean, I think it's worth it, yeah. I'm gonna play this down here for more money.
Smart.
We have a ton of stealth. Oh, hey, it's burnout. Then we
Now,
burn out.
what if you Wicklash Alpha Fiend to get more money?
I was thinking the same thing. Oh man. Oh, this is
Boon of the Blacksmith.
yeah. I mean, it's fine. Our problem is heavies are gonna walk by us. Boon of the Blacksmith helps with that.
Can we do an infinite with Votavary somehow?
We need the card that draws you 2 or double extinguish effects. The relic that does double extinguish effects, rather.
Okay. Is it still worth taking here?
No,
Is that
I
like
don't.
a money?
I mean, I guess it is okay for money, but we're having trouble playing all of our units for money right now.
That's fair.
I like Mortal Entrapment, but it's a little expensive.
I hate Mortal Entrapment.
You hate Mortal Entrapment?
In general, you know how I feel about Mortal Entrapment.
I think it's
As,
pretty
in
good.
general, maybe here it's good, but like in general, I don't like the card very much.
I mean, if we apply a +10 to it, it kills almost every heavy when they walk into the pyre room, but I don't think we want to be paying 3 energy for it. Votavary is fine, I guess.
I don't know if Votavary is that good. I was just like,
I mean, it's...
we want things to die, it dies, so it's sort of like a obvious synergy there, but it might not be that good because it's just taking up space.
But it also draws 1, so it's only -1
Does
draw
it?
on the turn it takes.
Does it have draw priority on it?
No.
Okay, then actually I'm kind of willing to take it then, I think.
Yeah. Money. Sometimes it becomes something insane, and for the most part, it's just money.
Okay, how do we take Battering Ram here is the question.
Yeah, Battering Ram, but for stealth. How do we make that work? I don't think we want any of these.
There is just nothing, huh, with it.
Mhm.
Dang.
I mean, we pick up the relic that gives 5 armor when a unit dies.
Hey, is that Horned Warrior behind the Ram?
Yeah, probably. Someone's got to operate that thing.
Yeah, let's skip.
Yeah, I was thinking about Impish
This is-
Scholar.
No, you weren't.
What if we put Endless on an entire floor of dregs and then we farm money?
No.
So, I actually kind of like going right here because what's better than taking Burnout is just doubling this Engulfed in Smoke.
That seems pretty strong.
Mm-hmm. The only thing we have to worry about is dying the second heavy, so we just pull Pyre health and let them hit us, I think.
Well, can we look at the map again?
Yeah.
I want to see. If we do that, I'm okay with that. But I think next floor we're going to the right, then almost definitely.
Yeah,
right?
for sure, 100%.
Okay. Yeah, that seems good to me then.
And we're just gonna get Gurg's Goad in here.
Easy.
Oh, battering ram.
That was the path.
Oh no.
Is volatile gauge good at all here? Like, what is that? Does that do anything interesting?
Makes our dregs all cost 1 to 3.
Oh, fantastic. That's probably a skip then.
Makes Voda very terrible.
Okay, I'll take this Forge Steel.
Yeah, I think so. Gonna remove Train Stewards first.
They do take up a lot of space.
This is a deck that has a pretty big space issue.
Mm-hmm.
Probably Train Stewards, then Torches, and then if we have removals left, we take out Dregs. Probably do the Engulf and Smoke here.
That seems good to me. You know what we should have done? We should have, instead of giving it a cost down, we should have taken the volatile gauge and then duplicated the increased cost. Oh, that's what we should have done. We should have gone double stack. We should have gone holdover double stack on. Not that we ever saw double stack, but if we got double stack, should have put double stack on the Engulf and Smoke and then taken the gauge.
Yeah, and then we could pay 3 energy for it every turn.
Shut up. Is Mark here not an issue?
It's okay, right? We're probably gonna take 6 for it. It's probably fine.
I think it's fine as well. Like if we get a torch, especially the upgrade torch, I'm like, what's up?
I don't think we should take this. We have so much money, and Pyre health is at a premium because we don't kill double heavies very well.
Okay, that's fair as well, I suppose. But like, it is free money, but like,
it's 6 damage to Pyre usually.
It's not that much damage. For 150 gold, that's worth it to me, still.
Yeah, but like
I know we have a lot, but like, if we had more...
What are we gonna do with more money?
We're gonna go to the trinket shop at the end and reroll and then hate all the relics and then not do anything with it, but still...
Yeah. I think we should skip this trial.
Fine, coward.
Yeah. Fine. Only Seraph's Light will.
Oh, look at how good! Go back somehow. Reset it.
Why we would still take?
It would have been so good. We would just put Wickles at the top and double torch.
We'd still take 6.
No, we double torch at the top.
Yeah, we still take 6. They're sycophants.
Oh shit, you're right. I don't know why I thought they were the other ones. Okay, well, I thought they were clergymen.
How do we set this up?
Oh, I think you just go Wickless bottom, double torch, and then like put Rector at top or something.
This is a situation where our Tycoon, or not our Tycoon, our Alpha Fiend can end up super starved.
Oh yeah.
I guess it doesn't matter because we're gonna have so much stealth. It's just the heavy. Yeah, alright. I think we put him mid though.
Yeah, that's fair too.
More room
then
for
we
dregs.
don't double torch him then though.
Yeah, I think that's fine. We're supposed to be splitting these guys up. I don't know. I don't know what we're supposed to do here. I'm just gonna play Alpha Fiend.
Yeah.
I think it's worth it to vent this floor.
Oh, I believe so as well. It gets us the collector as well there.
Yeah. The next wave is the only one that really threatens damage to us, so we want to do everything we can to stop this. There's not much we can do.
You can torch the bird.
Yeah, we can torch the bird. Hey, Rector, what's going on up here?
I think you need to give him the book.
Yeah, we're gonna take a ton of damage, though.
Oh, because he's gonna be dazed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you could rail spike to try to draw Whiplash.
Yeah, I think that's fine. We have 2 Engulfing Smokes. I think we Remnant Pact him, and then we rail spike and try to find it. I think
that
that's
seems fine to me. Yeah. We didn't find it.
Alright.
Make sure you put those dregs down there to die as well.
Yeah.
I think you want them dead.
Maybe we put them here.
That gives the guy armor though.
Well, they don't burn out this turn.
Oh, that's a good point, yeah.
We put them behind. This deck could really use like one card that does something.
Yeah. I am in agreement.
Like one card that does something other than nothing here. Yeah, wow, we're taking it. Because I don't have a way to kill the marksman either. Should have torched it.
Well, it's one bad turn, but I think we'll survive the combat.
Yeah, I mean, this is where Boon of the Blacksmith shows off as something pretty nice.
And make sure you whiplash that man too. Very, very mucho importante.
More money. Good. It's like a 40 gold turn.
Oh yeah.
This is more than 40 gold. We made like 50. No, I think that was 45. It hurts, but it's fine. We're gonna struggle though, I think. You know what would be a good pickup on this run? One Horn's Tome would be good here.
Gerg's good.
Yeah, Gerg's Goad would be good as well, I suppose. I think we need to have these two on the floor below Wickless Tycoon going forward, but it's still awkward. This is just a hard combat.
Yeah.
It's a clunky
I think
one.
you do want to torch that marksman though.
Yeah, I think you're right. Well, I'm gonna play Drag.
Oh, yeah, that works then. Yeah, don't torch it. Yeah, do a Votivare and or Votivary somewhere, and then Wicklash and Molten Casement. Yeah,
If we
figured out.
If we vote a very down here, I think it's fine, because you're going to do 100. It's 140 damage. You're going to be out.
You can vote a very mid floor then. Like the armor
Yeah.
he's getting isn't that big of a deal. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
more money.
Let me just do this. I guess we'll get armor from killing Molten Encasement if I put it up here.
I don't think it's
It's like, it's 5 damage off of being too much. We're fine. He also needs a vent to help out if it's a real problem. What are you doing here? Guess we stealth. Like,
Votivary.
yeah, sure. I'm not gonna vent. No, we should vent. The whole deck is torches, but it still could end up being bad.
Coward.
Remove the possibility for the game to make me angry. This is a very strange run. The Votivary here, Molten Encasement here. No one give us a drag here, why not?
Now, reflexively, because of how many holdover cards we have right now, I want to take card draw. But do you think that maybe the issue is more so that we need more energy to play? Because like we have a lot of like, our deck is basically full of just good cards at this point. I feel like. So part of me kind of thinks that we should also. We missed 5 gold from Rector not burning out now.
Oh no! And we missed 5 gold from Votivary not dying. I don't think any of these are good.
Resin removal. Oh no, it's not good. But do you think? I lost my train of thought entirely. Actually. Oh yeah.
I think
card,
that we
card
need to
draw
take
versus energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like there's like an argument of like because of we have all these holdover cards, that cost energy because we can't get them down to 0. I think maybe there's an argument for just taking energy and then just playing all of our good cards every turn.
Yeah, I don't think that's necessarily bad. I also think that we might just die to Arcus.
Nah, Arcus is easy. Don't worry, dude.
Yeah, the wave that Arcus is gonna send at us, though, we're gonna have to survive 3 double heavies with this.
It'll be easy. We just take Inferno.
But then how do we play our holdover cards?
I don't know.
I think that Inferno is okay here.
We have the magic shop coming up, right? We could just lower the cost of it.
We want to go to the steel shop, though, for
We
this
do want to
type
go to
of
the steel shop. That
multi-strike.
is true.
And there's Pyre Health there. I think we're okay to just skip this.
Okay.
I think it's fine.
Sounds good.
We have a lot of money. We shape the deck a bunch here. I think we go right.
Yeah.
We go.
Spend 400 gold on removals this combat probably.
Yeah.
There's the
What's
plus
that
10
plus
for Wickless Tycoon.
Yeah, it's fine. It's something. I'm gonna reroll this.
Yeah, yeah.
No burnout. No multi-strike. Worthless. Okay, so we're gonna take out Train Stewards.
Okay.
We're gonna take out torches now.
Yeah.
I think we remove a lot here.
Probably 3, maybe 4.
Yeah. Definitely 3, and then we can reassess. Having Rector die on that one turn that he died was a really bad thing to have happen for us.
Yeah, yeah.
That was the real...
Honestly, I'm pretty okay with taking a 4th one out too.
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe a dreg at this point. Maybe like 1 dreg.
Yeah, I think it's fine to take the torch out. The dregs are fine because they just go away.
Okay.
The torches are like bad. They're actively pretty bad for the run at this point, I think.
Okay.
Because we want to just draw into vent.
That is true.
But I don't think we remove all of them, though.
Want to put a large zone on Alpha Fiend?
Yeah, I was thinking about it.
I think it's it doesn't work with the Witless Tycoon at all.
Yeah, I think that...
then we can't do. I don't know. It seems a little weird.
I think that we could, but what I'm thinking here is basically this is how it would play out, right? We do the large stone Alpha Fiend. The Alpha Fiend plays on the bottom floor, and he chunks those early heavies. He scales up, but he doesn't kill them. But Rector and the Tycoon will kill those heavies on the upper floors, and then by the time the double heavies spawn in, he should be scaled up enough to make enough of an impact on the first heavy to have it die.
Yeah, I feel like though that by the time we get to the Seraph, like there's gonna be too much damage, and we're not gonna be able to protect him well enough and protect Rector. I mean, maybe we can protect both him and Rector well enough.
Yeah, Rector is just a 150 health monster that is endless.
I think though that I'd rather just wait for multi-strike though.
But what if we don't see it?
Yeah, I don't know. I know.
I think that either way we want to just be playing Alpha Fiend alone below Rector and Tycoon here, and we want Rector cleaning up.
I don't know. I mean, it's obviously tough because like Alpha Fiend, like giving him multi-strike, it makes more sense for him to be the cleanup unit because he can kill multiple units then.
Mm-hmm.
But like you are right that we need to get him more attacks so we can actually kill something.
Yeah.
So the logic makes sense to me to have him on like the bottom. I just don't see a whole lot. That's the issue. I don't see a whole lot of value in the large stone on him because he doesn't. If the plan is to give him stealth to keep him alive, like he doesn't gain much value out of the stats from large stone. Like the health doesn't do that much. Actually, you know what? It gives him survivability until we hit the stealth on him for the first time. So I'm down with it.
That's what I feel like. It's just I'm pretty sure that we die to Arcus if we don't make a shift in how we're playing. If we play the combat the same way we played the last one, I think we're dying.
Okay.
I think that this is a good move.
Let's do it.
You know, see. God, he's big. And then we just go to an event and we get the one size Alpha Fiend event.
That would be unbelievably good.
Yeah, that would be pretty fun. I think it's good. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
I have no idea how long this episode is. Usually I can take a look, but because of the number of times that we've been disconnected, I have no idea how long we're at. I try to keep an eye on it at least. I think that the funny thing is, I'm gonna play Fiend down here and Rector top floor.
Sounds good. Make sure you get those chumps in with the drugs.
Oh yeah. I was gonna put them top floor to try and farm more money. But it's probably better just to save health, you're right.
I would think that as well.
But what about the money? Oh, one of them chumps.
I mean, they'll make money.
But it's funny because last week's co-op episode wasn't even the longest video that you and I have recorded.
Are you not counting the card review ones? Because of course those are longer.
Yeah, I think the Stygian review. Last week's co-op episode was longer than most of our card reviews.
Wow.
The only video
we had a bunch of new cards to read and stuff.
Yeah. The only video we had that was longer was our Stygian review. I think we want to put Tycoon up here behind Rector. Rector kills heavy, Tycoon kills backliner.
That makes sense, yeah.
This is going to fall off once we see a 190 health enemy, but I think that we'll be okay.
Shut up.
Turn here. I like Tycoon. It's interesting. I think you are right about the energy thing.
Yeah, I feel like we're at the point now where actually our cards are pretty good, so we don't even need to worry about drawing more of them. We just need enough energy to play all of them.
Yeah. It's like, what do we play here?
I think we go Tycoon. And I think we opt for Wicklash over the book, I think. I don't think we need the book on Rector, because honestly, like, we got screwed last time because we let Rector die from burnout, and then we had to play him and he was dazed. So I think we just want to keep him alive via burnout rather than Whiplash, and then I think we play Engulf bottom floor.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I think that if we're going to make good use of Remnant Pact, we have to play Rector mid floor going forward. That's fine. We'll just take energy and then this stops being an issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's killing him.
Good.
The extra multi-strike might have been a good pickup as well. Oh, we took a way to contrition. Gross.
Yeah. Well, I would say that it would have been good as well if we ever saw multi-strike, right? Which is not guaranteed.
Yeah.
So I don't hate the line we took.
I'm gonna skip Molten Encasement here. I think that forced alpha turn is enough.
Okay.
I don't think we need 6 until we get the chased.
Sounds good to me.
I always feel like Alpha Fiend runs are such a struggle.
They sometimes they like struggle, sometimes they just stomp. It's weird.
Oh, we have to vent this for.
Well, luckily we have the +10 vent.
Look at that. Wow. Our money income is crazy though. Like we're even now that we've reduced it by changing the way we're playing the floors out, we're still making a ton. I'm gonna split these so we don't have one go up in cost.
Yeah, Rector is burning out too, by the way.
Yeah, that's a problem. It's because we have so much holdover. We're just gonna take it.
Yeah, looks like it.
Oh, but he's not endless, so we're gonna like really take it, huh?
I think the plan here is that we'll go into Relentless before.
Yeah.
We take all that damage.
We have Boon of the Blacksmith, which lowers the damage taken a touch as well.
Yeah, they're dying in 2 hits. So
this is that draw issue though. We really need Wickless recruitment. It feels like.
Oh, yeah. Don't get me wrong. That'd be great. You want to whiplash one of the dregs?
I think so. Oh, order.
Is there a better torch target?
You're at 67. No, he dies in 2 hits. This guy, we're gonna take 32, or not 32, 24 from this, it looks like.
Yeah.
Or no, this guy should not go up. I think he shouldn't go up. I guess we don't even.
No, he'll go up. He'll go up.
Torch this, I guess it doesn't really matter. Torch Arcus.
Yeah, show him what's up.
This is the old just ignore the heavies game plan. Oh yeah, he does go up.
Yeah.
Well, this hand looks really good.
Yeah, right?
I think we Wicklash this guy. No, it doesn't matter. If we had torched this Clip Guardian, it would have mattered. Wow.
Wow. just Wicklash him, dude.
I'll just Wicklash him.
Yeah.
We Wicklash the Alpha Fiend.
Oh, actually, no. If you Wicklash the Tycoon, it does matter, doesn't it?
No, because it's gonna do. He's gonna live at 47.
Oh, okay.
Oh, also, we didn't have enough energy. He would be at 47, and we do 45.
So we needed the Wicklash and Torch him, double Wicklash and Torch him before to have the difference. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we survived.
Yeah, it was a tough fight. The plan of Large Stone Alpha Fiend worked, but Rector died and it stopped working.
Yeah.
24 damage. Not ideal. These cards suck. Bounty Stalker, get out of my rare packs. Go to unit banners, you weirdo. Get out of here.
Yeah.
I don't want to see you. I think this is definitely
extreme skip.
Yeah, these are all worthless.
Did you notice that in the comments, at least for the co-op episode, but probably in a couple of them, that everyone kept talking about how all of the Wormkin have like summon effects, so they affect Transcendent.
I noticed that, yeah, not all of them, but there are Wormkin cards with summon effects, yeah.
Especially with the infusions or whatever they're called.
Yeah.
Like the Bogworm Chrysalis infusion or Bogfly Chrysalis, whatever it is. It gives a summon effect. So. keep that in mind for Transcendent in the future. A lot of
Yeah.
upcoming synergies.
Can't wait for Transcendent to become actively bad because he plays a bunch of bogflies and fills your floor with garbage. I feel like after that last combat we should take draw, but also energy is good. It's a really tough one.
I'm down for a card draw, I'm pretty sure here. Then
Yeah.
I do feel like we take card draw, we just remove more cards. We should be able to Wicklash Rector enough to keep him alive.
Yeah,
I think it'll be fine.
it's interesting because at this
But like,
point,
here's what I'll say. Here's what I'll say though too though.
Mhm.
Right. So our current plan is to play. We have 2 held over engulfing smokes, right? We have the molten encasement. That's 3 energy right there.
Yeah.
As our current plan leaves us with no extra energy. Once we have the engine set up,
Yes.
it is kind of an issue.
It is.
We can only play 0 cost cards.
But at the same time, we don't really need that engine until we get to Seraph.
Yeah, that's true.
So we just let one of the cards go, I think.
Yeah, I think that is correct. I think we just we get everything set up correctly, and then we pivot to playing them all and having no other cards. But
Yeah.
I think we need the card draw in order to play enough Wickless, whatever they're called.
Yeah.
Wicklash.
It's interesting because the space ends up being wrong on this run. We needed to take draw energy. But
Yeah, I guess so, huh?
yeah, because like we don't need the space for molten encasement. We can just honestly we could just get rid of them and just play 3 engulfed and smoked. It's the same thing. It's interesting. It's a tough run. If we go into Relentless on Seraph, I think we're gonna win. We
Hell
go
yeah.
right here.
Yeah, we need the help more than anything, I think.
Yeah, and the Gurg's Goad.
Yeah.
Oh, Forever Flame is really nice. That's nuts. Alpha Fiend
It
0.
does make Alpha Fiend free.
Molten encasement
Makes
0.
molten encasement free, which solves the issue, which is actually really cool. Yeah, I love that actually. I think that Split Anvil and Another Life could have been really good here. But
Yeah. In your
not
double
right now.
stack holdover life.
Yeah.
That would have been the one. But alas, we didn't do it. I really, really, really like Permafrost on Molded here.
Yeah, it's a good backup plan to bring back Rector if he dies.
Yeah, it stops that Rector died oops situation.
Yeah, that seems really great.
And I think
What do you want to reduce the cost of?
probably Remnant Pact. Or Wicklash. One of the 2.
I think I like.
Probably
I like
Wicklash.
Wicklash a little more.
Yeah, we just
I think-
permafrosted.
Yeah, Wicklash. I think.
I agree.
I don't think we're gonna let Rector die at this point.
I hope not. I don't want
And
to
then I
take
guess-
the plus 10.
On the second vent?
Nah, I don't think it's worth it.
Oh, dang, you really want the money that badly, huh?
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna save up for the Gurg's Goad.
Okay.
It's gonna happen if we keep manifesting it.
Okay, you're right. You're right.
Do you want to take Harvest here?
I'm pretty sure I don't.
Okay.
Do you want to take Harvest here?
No.
Okay, I was gonna say like, I don't think a 1 dip in the Harvest is very good unless Rector is a pure tank, but he is not a pure tank. He is like an actual we need him to do damage. So
He
I don't like
only
that at
needs
all.
to harvest 65 times to catch up.
Yeah, exactly. We need the damage.
I'm gonna go ahead and click the battle now.
Mhm.
I kind of wish that if he dipped into Harvest, he got more burnout or something to incentivize it. Oh no.
What's up?
This fight's a nightmare.
I don't think we want spikes because I think Fiend will kill himself pretty quickly.
He has 65 health. It's
He's
pretty
got
close.
65 health. Oh, 70 if you count the armor from the thing.
Worth counting.
Uh,
I mean, I really want to take this trial, but I think you're right.
little. So, how many turns of combat is it?
It's 7, I think.
So 7 times 2.
Mhm.
He's attacking twice every turn. 14 times 5 is 70 health. So he dies exactly if he attacks.
Yeah.
If he attacks every combat.
Yeah, I think it's better not to do this.
Okay. I agree. We don't need the money. We'll get enough from the combat itself.
What about the Gurg's Goad? I think that what we have learned as well is we want to be playing Rector mid-floor with Tycoon. Not top floor.
Yeah. We want to do that to avoid the days that we have to replay
Yeah.
him. I
So
agree.
Fiend here. Hit him with a little stealth action. And then we just put Rector Tycoon. So what we want to do... I'm gonna put Tycoon behind to catch the Purifier. The idea here is we need to... We just sit, basically, and we hope that Alpha Fiend scales up enough to kill these 115 health enemies in time. This vent is very good. Gonna Whiplash Rector.
Yes.
Mostly this combat should play itself, I think. Just keep the stealth rolling.
Get that self-mutilation out of here.
But drag doesn't matter. And then we want to vent this. I think that vent should stall long enough that we can get ahead. Although this heavy is gonna smack.
Yeah, he might get some damage on the fire.
This is the combat that makes us go, oh well, I guess we should have taken.
You know what would have been really good in this deck actually, because I'm pretty sure we saw it before. Maybe not really good, but like actually not bad.
What?
Like a drip fall,
yeah.
or even the hidden passage.
Drip fall or hidden passage.
Yeah.
Yeah, would have been good. Alas.
Is there any way to kill this idiot in front of us?
No, I don't believe so.
Unfortunate.
What we can do, so you're at 158. We're really close. Like after this wave, it stops being an issue because Alpha Fiend starts chunking Steel Wings away. So
Yeah.
I believe what we want to do is we want to put a drag here. Actually, I think we want to reform drag. I think we play double drag on this floor and then stealth them to kill the Steel Wings.
Okay.
And then on this floor, we're just gonna accept that we're taking like 30. This is where we go. Boon of the Blacksmith ends up being really big too, because Boon of the Blacksmith.
Thank you, Boon.
Yeah. You're 20 off of dying, so if we bring back 2 drags, that's enough.
Okay.
I'm just thinking. I'm gonna put Votavary here. Yeah. Okay. So we play Reform, Drag, and we play Drag, and then we Stealth, and he dies. And
You
then-
want to play the Sprail Spike to get out of the deck?
Yeah. Oh, that's a good hit.
Oh, that's a great hit.
So right now we have to figure out these Purifiers still, because they are not dying. I think it is gonna be Drags.
I do want to say we put that plus 10 damage on that vent. We would just kill that Purifier right there.
Indeed. And then when we have just enough money for Gurg's Goad, and we go, wow, that Gurg's Goad is so good here.
So I think we put the drag behind the
up
this
here.
or them to get the kill there.
And
You want
then-
now? This might sound dumb. Do you want to put Votavary and drag top floor and then
No.
torch this Purifier? No?
Yeah, that's right. 100%.
Okay.
And then we torch this clown by mutilation. And this one heavy, this is a really hard combat. Runs that have trouble with double heavies are really gonna struggle in this fight. So the fact that we're looking like we're gonna get out of this reasonably okay is good. And we took 30, which is not that bad. Because from this position, we don't take any more. I'm just
Right.
gonna play...
Bleh.
yeah. It's kind of gross, no matter what.
Yeah.
Oh wait, we do take a little more because this Purifier. We gotta put Votavary top floor to kill the Purifier.
Hell yeah.
He lives at 1.
What a champion.
Votavary smacks him down. Alright. I'm gonna play self-mutilations, I think, here.
Yeah, I agree with this. I agree with this.
And then Engulfed in Smoke Molten Encasement seems fine to me.
I'm not disagreeing as well.
Okay. The best thing we can find from the shop is actually going to be any sort of survivability relic. If we get Firewall or the plus 40 health one, I think we're winning.
Firewall's not that much health for the record.
It's 15, which is a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, you can double mutilate and you're fine. Don't worry.
Just thinking about it, making sure. You never know. Alright.
What a hero.
Votavary smacks. And if we go into Relentless, we usually just win.
Hold on. Make sure you torch that Votavary for money.
Oh yeah, no, it doesn't matter. But I should have let
Oh,
Rector
we're
die for
short.
money.
Oh well.
Yeah. We can.
There's no money.
There's no.
Oh, I guess
money.
you can. Wait. No. Yeah. The bottom floor is 5, right? Oh no, 6. You can reform something and chunk block.
Ah. You're right.
Money.
Did miss 5 gold, so when we're short 5 gold from everything we want, you go, what an idiot. Look at that Alpha Fiend. Slap.
He's getting some pluses on there, don't get me wrong.
Get out of here, Bounty Stalker.
Hey, he costs 0 now. That's actually pretty cool if it wasn't bad right
Oh,
now.
it actually makes me so mad that this unit shows up in fucking clan packs. I'm pretty sure that rare units might just be more likely to show up later in the run, too. So just by the way of how it works, Bounty Stalker sometimes appears in Floor 7's clan pack. And I go, go away. Why aren't you like a common unit? Make this a common unit that's like Extinguish +4. Make this shit go away. I don't like it. I'm gonna press skip. Actually, this deck is missing the answer to 1 heavy. I think we should take Mortal Entrapment.
Fine, do it. I don't like it, but you know you're kind of right. So fucking do it.
We need the hey 1 heavy sneak and buy. We need an answer card. Inferno's also okay to grab here, I think.
I don't think we want both Inferno, and there's 2 3-cost spells when our deck is already so pinch on energy. Doesn't seem that good to me.
We can go Merchant of Magic and make one of them a 1 cost or both of them 2 costs.
I like making one of them 1 cost and then not taking the other one personally.
I mean, I think it's okay to have both, but you know, all right.
Like it's just, especially Inferno, it's like too clunky because we're playing on 2 floors, so we can only play it on the 1 floor.
Yeah, but think about the money if our mid 4 gets Infernoed.
What do you mean they got the money? There's no more money. This is it.
Think about the money, Cranberry. The
There's
money.
no more money. No.
All right, let's go right.
Yeah, I agree. Right.
We mostly go here for the pyre health.
Yeah. Okay, Gurg's good. Is Lightstone Casing good here because we have the spell shop?
Yeah, it might be good.
Holdover.
Holdover event sounds pretty good. Lightstone Casing, and then we can make our Engulfing Smokes free.
Okay. I have an idea.
Okay.
What do you think about holdover on the 0-cost Whiplash, so that way Rector doesn't die?
Yeah, it's not bad.
What did you want to hold over? Molten Entrapment, did you say?
Vent.
Vent. Oh, that's pretty good too, huh? That's probably better. I like that more.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good.
I think it's fine. Alright.
I also think it's pretty good to get right there.
I think that we put the -1 on Mortal Entrapment.
Yes.
Actually, first we should figure out what we're doing at this relic shop. So, Lightstone Casing is interesting.
I actually think it's kind of bad now.
Yeah.
Because we buy it and then we re-roll it and then we have no money left.
Well, we would buy this and then we make both of our Molten Encasements free. Or not Molten Encasements, our Engulfing Smokes free. That would be the idea.
Well, that's pretty good.
The problem with it is that our main issue then is, do we die from heavies? Like, do we need to roll this to find something to stop us from dying to heavies, or are we okay? That's the question. The answer is gonna be...
I guess Lightstone Casing doesn't actually help us with heavies, huh?
Right. It helps us with Seraph, which is also a problem because it's Chase Seraph. We're going to be losing a lot of stealth.
Do we set up Alpha Fiend on top floor this time? Do we finally just kind of like... Oh, we still have the Wickless Tycoon. Do we remove him?
No, he's actually pretty important. Although he is a little less important now. I mean, we don't have money to remove him.
I feel like what we can do is we can like just kind of just stack everything on 1 floor, which is kind of an issue because they'll be purging all the stealth at once instead of splitting them up.
I think that we have to play Alpha Fiend bottom floor because he has to scale up. The front, the double heavy waves are going to have a front enemy that is 140 because it's Pyre Wings.
Yeah.
And so he should scale up quickly enough to hopefully knock those out. On the other hand, it's Pyre Wings, which might... Actually, it's Harvest enemies too. There's like 1 wave, I think, of double 190s, and that's the threatening wave, but in the worst cases, that should do 30 to us. I think that we should take the Lightstone casing. It's scary. It's really scary.
I'm also thinking about it too, and the fact that he's going to be Ember draining us means that we're going to want those cards that I forget the name of, Engulf and Smoke, to cost 0.
Yeah. That's
So
what
I'm down.
thinking.
I'm down with Lightstone casing then, because of the restrictions on our energy.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Or we could take Unbroken Horn.
Unbroken Horn is awful here.
How dare you?
It's really bad.
Yeah.
We have a holdover vent. You only get to make that mistake 1 or 2 times. Okay, I'm gonna make Engulf and Smoke free.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna roll.
Re-roll, and then double
Engulf
stack.
and
There it
Smoke
is.
free. Yeah, double stack. Double stack would have been pretty good, actually. Pretty sick.
Yeah.
What I like here as well is putting this.
You want to remove the Mortal Entrapment?
Well, it's for like 1 heavy that's gonna pose a threat. So this just removes 1 heavy from the combat.
I kind of like it on the other event, personally, because
fine,
then
too.
it's like if we draw the bad vent before the good vent, we can play it and for 0, and then it's gone from the deck forever.
Mm-hmm.
And then even when we don't have the even when we do have the good vent, it's still like an AoE 20, which is not the worst.
Okay. Sure.
I think with the way we're playing this, Mortal Entrapment, it's already gonna. It doesn't need the damage bonus to basically kill a heavy. Because they'll walk up to our Boon of the Blacksmith's Pyre and get murdered anyway.
Yeah, it's gonna be tight. This is gonna be a close one. I'm okay with either. I think that this is fine too.
I'm leaning towards the vent personally, but
Okay. Let's do it.
hooray.
Flow Seraph. Okay, I think we're playing. Oh, this is a really unfortunate draw. No Alpha Fiend turn 1 is tragic. I'm pretty sure this is the first time we've had this also.
Yeah, crazy. Do
Very
you
rough.
want to play the Rail Spike and try to draw it?
Yeah, that's actually a good idea.
The torch doesn't do anything, so you might as well draw and see what we get.
I agree. Hey, remember when we cost reduced Engulf and Smoke?
Yeah.
I think we just play. We play everything on this floor.
Yeah, seems fine to me.
Tycoon goes behind. The Engulfed and Smoke down. Put the Molten Encasement down. Stealthing the Molten Encasement is maybe wrong.
It doesn't matter too much, I guess. They'll remove the stealth, I'm pretty sure, as well from it.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're 100% correct. It just gets completely sent away. And it's probably good to not draw it next turn. Probably good to have it not draw here.
Yeah.
Okay, Alpha Fiend enters the fray.
Oh, you look at that. It's the Consume Vent. Showing up in our time of need.
Incredible. Good job, Consume Vent. I like Votivary down here. I guess it doesn't really matter.
I don't like Votivary bottom. It gets the armor and then survives and gives us Ember Drain.
That dice to the 15-3s. Oh, are we consuming the vent on this floor?
Oh, I don't know. I forgot about the 15-3s, if I'm being honest with you.
I was thinking we might vent this floor because of if we miss vent on the next turn, we just take 30 to the pyre, and that is catastrophic.
Yeah, that is true. Or we could play Votivary Dreg top floor.
I think we put 1 Dreg here.
Okay.
Well, we could, maybe we do consume. No. I think it's right. We just put the drag here and we consume vent on the middle floor.
Yeah.
I think it's fine.
I agree.
Votivary down here.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Yeah. And then consume vent here.
Yep.
Look at the money.
Score.
We're rich. I don't know. Put this drag up here. Maybe he baits Seraph up there. Doesn't really matter if he does. I mean, if this middle floor doesn't lose its stealth, then we don't take a hit. Oh, look at that. This is the wave we have to survive.
Looking pretty good, if I'm being honest, as far as surviving it.
I agree.
I ain't worried.
I'm gonna just we need to now focus on Alpha Fiend getting as much stealth as possible over the next few turns.
Okay.
So we just smoke, encasement him every turn. I believe. I wish we could mortal entrapment this guy. It's a real shame that it's worthless here.
Do you want to like vent the floor there for like maximum damage on the heavies too?
Yeah, I think that what we want to do here is I think we want to endless on the Alpha Fiend.
Oh, that's a cool idea.
Yeah, that way if he dies, we replay him top 4 and we can still
and then
put
just
out...
start venting, start stealthing him again. Yeah, that's really cool.
Because he'll keep the stats as well.
Yep.
So that I think that now we guaranteed kill Seraph as long as we don't die to this wave, or not this wave, but this wave. This is the scary one too. Like these next 2 waves are the win or lose. So it's 55, 110, 165. So we're gonna take 30 from you. Probably gonna take 30 from you.
And then we win.
Is there another? I think there's another double heavy.
No, shush. I think there might be another double heavy, but I think we'll go to Relentless and hopefully win before that happens. Although if the Fiend dies, then we won't win right away.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's scary. I think that we're gonna lose because we didn't draw Alpha Fiend turn 1. I think he's gonna miss the kill on the front heavy by that much. Think about this.
Okay, I have an idea then, and it's a bad one.
Okay, I'm ready.
What if we Whiplash him?
I guess we'll cross that bridge when it comes. You're probably right. That's probably really good though.
I don't think it's really good, but I think it's like maybe like a last ditch effort sort of thing. Because when we Whiplash him, does he keep that when he dies?
No, he does not keep the burnout.
Okay, then yeah, then that could work.
That could work. I agree. He'll lose his stealth, but you know, desperate times. So we're gonna stealth him up here.
Okay.
We're gonna play. Venting this 4 doesn't change it, right? 140.
It might change the amount of hits it requires to kill in the pyre on the back line.
It doesn't.
Well, what about this floor? What about this floor and then next floor as well?
He has to get below 110. So.
Yeah, that's not happening.
No, yeah. We could put the drag down. I guess he'd take 1 energy from us, but our energy isn't a problem. All of our cards cost 0. I'm thinking maybe we can also get there by just, like...
Molten Encasement doesn't cost 0, and that might be the way we don't die.
We have forever
Molten Encasement? Or not Molten Encasement, Molten Entrapment.
Mortal Entrapment.
Mortal Entrapment, yeah. Yes. That might be how we don't die.
You're right.
As well.
You're right. That's right. We need to maybe just draw back into that card. I think you're right.
That's a more reliable strategy, I think, than giving Alpha Fiend Whiplash.
The problem is that we have 4 or 5 cards that are being held over, and we're drawing 7. We're only seeing 2 new cards per turn right now.
We could skip on Vent.
Yeah, but then what if we don't kill this 15-3?
That's an issue.
I agree. I'm gonna put drag up here. I'm just gonna play it like this. Yeah, we don't even see the entire deck on that turn. So it's this turn. This is the wave that kills us right now. This enemy kills us as it sits. Because we take... we have to vent up here, for sure. Because we're taking 30 from this guy. We're at 44. We're going to take 30 from this guy. We're at 14. And then this enemy kills us. So, Whiplash doesn't make a difference.
Yeah, I agree. I think we need to, like, maybe not play as many holdover cards and make sure we draw Entrapment. Not Entrapment. The other one. Whatever their names are, I forget.
Mortal Entrapment is correct.
Okay, we need to draw Entrapment.
Mm-hmm.
So if we draw that, I'm pretty sure we're okay. So we need to scale back the holdover cards we're playing, so that way we get it.
If we had played the drag, I think we would have been okay actually, because we could play reform drag, play drag, Wicklash, dragon, kill Pyrewings maybe. Is that right? Yeah, we could just barely kill him and then get this Gilded Wing, but that's not gonna work here. So I think that we're gonna let Rector burn out. I think
Really?
yeah, I mean, why keep him alive, right? Oh,
You getting a phone call?
Yeah, the phone is ringing? Hold on. Let me silence that.
This might be an important call, though.
It isn't. This phone rings like once a year, it feels like.
Dang. I mean, like, he's still, like... I mean, I guess we can reform him, right? Is the thing?
Yeah.
Um...
We have to make cuts to the cards we're playing here. So I think we're going to play Votivary for sure.
Yeah, because there's no point in not doing it.
Okay. The problem is if we draw Mortal Entrapment, Mortal Encasement, you got me doing it now. If we draw Mortal Entrapment here, we're not going to be able to play it.
Oh yeah, we can't play it.
So we have to play, I think we have to play Smoke on this floor.
So we don't get the strikes, okay, that's fair.
And then I think we actually do keep Rector alive.
Okay.
And then we don't play these two. We get rid of this drag, and we vent up here.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. Now we just have to draw Mortal Entrapment in the next two turns, which should happen.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Okay, we're venting this floor. Have to. This floor should not pose a threat. Because this guy, we can do 15 damage to him through
Yeah,
vent
next turn.
if we have to.
Yeah.
You're hitting us for 30, we're at 14.
I think you have to vent that floor, and then I think we just don't even play any stealth anymore.
Yeah, it's well we're gonna draw 5. There's only 5 cards in the deck, so we just have to hit the
Yeah.
Mortal Entrapment. The question is, do we still live if we like? Does Mortal Entrapment make a difference? You'll have 2 stealth. You'll take 110. It's 25. We'll still die, right? No, I guess we'll go to 4. He'll get 1 hit.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah. You get one.
So
hit in.
we'll be alive. Okay. So
I think you have to vent them though, right?
yeah, we have to vent this floor for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I'm thinking how many cards. So we draw 6. If we play vent, then we play nothing else. We are guaranteed to hit it. I think it's right to just go for the guarantee because if it's the bottom card and we lose, it's gonna feel real bad.
Yeah.
I don't wanna experience that.
Okay.
So we'll play drag because we may as well. Play Votivary because we may as well.
Okay.
And wherever. And we just
With
vent.
Flash Rector, because there's no reason not
Oh
to
yeah,
as
you're
well.
right. And then we'll vent. This is a hard run. Alpha Fiend runs are never easy, it feels like to me.
Nah, I feel like they're easy sometimes.
Okay.
Whoa.
And we're gonna die to this one.
No, shush.
I mean, we are.
No, because we can double vent.
But
Or no, that doesn't work, huh?
Yeah.
We can play the fuck.
Mm-hmm. So we have to do...
We could just draw it again next turn.
I mean,
If
we
that's-
still
if that's our
die.
out.
We still die.
Oh yeah, you're right. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
It's real funky, but I think there is a way to survive this.
Okay, let me hear it.
We have to... So we have to play Votivary, Molten Encasement, and Wicklash the Votivary for her to kill the Pyrewings.
Is that enough?
Yeah, because we also play the Vent. She'll do 11, the Vent will do 10.
Oh,
And then we
hey,
Mortal
that
Entrapment
works.
this guy.
Okay.
The problem is, like, will we kill Seraph now, or will we not be able to stack up enough? It's hard to say. So we Mortal Entrapment here. Has to be done.
Yeah, it has to be done.
Play Molten Encasement here.
Okay.
Yeah. And we put Vodaberry down, put her a Wicklash, and then we bend.
Okay. Yo, sick.
And we go to
It's
4
really
HP.
excellent.
Mm-hmm.
We also got a ton of Ember Drain on us now.
I mean, yeah, we just have no energy, but all of our spells are free. And now we play Wow, he dies before he even hits. So we vent this, we put Wicklash on the Rector. It doesn't matter the order here a ton. I think we're gonna win this.
I agree.
I should have vented.
Wow. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. This round was a struggle.
You just put Alpha Fiend up top and then you give him as much stealth as you can before.
Yeah, he's gonna get like 8 stealth or something like that.
Yeah. Wow.
Look at this, the one torch we left in gets to do nothing because of goddamn Scorch Steel. Alright. Playing this adds no damage? Oh, because all the stealth that it provides, we had to put it here, doesn't matter. All the stealth it provides just is wasted because it goes away by the time Rector dies. And we got more money.
Yeah, of course.
And then we play the Wicklash.
There you go. That was a close
hard.
one.
Yeah, that was hard. That was a tough run. But yeah. As it turns out, if you make so much money that you can remove every card from your deck, it's not so bad. It was a long Seraph fight too. That was like a 20 or 30 minute Seraph fight, I think. That was wild.
Good work.
Yeah, you too. We made it. We made it. We did it. Chronological order maintained. Probably the lowest score we've gotten. Outside of like losing the runs.
Yeah.
I mean, look at these combats. We took 24, 28, 24, 30, and 70.
Wow.
How did we survive?
Yep.
How are we actually numerically not dead?
I guess it goes to show, like, if you like ignore heavies and just take Pyre HP wherever you can, it's like a viable strategy sometimes.
So yeah, you also have to just be able to tank like 70 damage on Seraph, but that was really close to being enough to just kill us too. It was a tough one though, but we win these, I guess. I've never had an Alpha Fiend run feel smooth. They always feel like that because you go, hey, now Alpha Fiend can't kill anything. But I can't just kill all the heavies myself because then he doesn't scale and then he dies.
I mean, I think that not Large Stone wasn't a mistake because we never saw multi-strike afterwards anyway. But like Large Stone didn't do anything.
Yeah, sure it did. It made us win Arcus. We would have taken way more damage on Arcus, I think.
I don't know.
He was punching down the double heavies right in time for Arcus.
That's fair.
We would have had like 2 more double heavies go by and we probably would have just died, I think.
I don't remember how close the Arcus fight was, but I believe you.
I mean, we took 24 damage on it because 2 heavies walked by, and we were close to taking a lot more. Okay. I think anyway, but maybe I'm wrong. Hard to say.
Although, you know, maybe if we'd taken more damage, then we would have lost the Seraph fight anyway. So
yeah,
right. So you like obviously multi-strike would have been better, but maybe we didn't need it.
I think
we didn't need it. We did it without it.
I think it was more of a situation of we couldn't take it, we would have died. All right. That's
Great
it.
Work.
That's the episode. I better throw this into a video editor because this one's re-recordings.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's a
make sure we said it in the beginning, but again, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah.
If you would like a specific combination, let us know, and we will ignore you.
Yes, and just play more melting.
You got anything cool coming up on the YouTube or Twitch?
Nah, not really. No? Nothing too exciting. Probably. I've been saying.
Do you think we're gonna do the co-op Final Fantasy upload soon?
I've been saying soon, but we'll see. Eventually, I'll start cutting it up and putting it out there. I gotta start cutting it up so I can see how much we actually have in terms of episodes.
That's fine.
Yeah, this week I'll remember to put Cranberry's stream in the description as well. I
Oh
forgot
yeah,
that last
I
week.
got a bone to pick with you. I
Yeah.
heard about that.
Yeah,
That's no big deal.
I forgot entirely.
It is by no means a big deal. Don't worry about it.
I will remember this time though, and you can go watch and play Horizon Zero Dawn. The game is hilarious.
It's I mean, like it's I think it's gonna be like good and like more serious soon, but like the premise and it's like a little bit of a spoiler. So if you don't want to be spoiled, first off, don't watch the stream. And if you don't want to be spoiled, get the game yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But the premise is like it's like a post like apocalyptic society where like robots kind of kill everyone. It seems like,
Mm-hmm.
and like people worship like iPads because they're like, what is this? It's more or less my understanding of the story so far, which is a really cool setting. Because usually, you know, when you think of like post-apocalyptic like robots, if you think of like Terminator.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
But
do.
like, what if like people were like, "Yo, look at this Nokia, this shit's insane."
Holy moly.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna end the episode now.
Okay, goodbye.
Yeah. Goodbye. Thanks for watching.